Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're tackling a product that has, well, it's just completely taken over TikTok.
It has to be the BISSELL Little Green HydroSteam.
That's the one. The portable carpet cleaner with the big promise, 50% better cleaning on oily stains because of its steam technology.
Right, and that brings us to the real question we need to answer, the price. You're looking at anywhere from, what, $180 to maybe $230.
Yeah, which is a big jump.
It's a huge jump. I mean, it puts it in this weird middle ground, right? It's way more than a basic $100 spot cleaner, but it's obviously nowhere near a professional extractor, which starts at like $1,300.
So our mission today is to figure out if that one feature, the HydroSteam, actually justifies doubling the price of the standard model.
Exactly. Is it a real innovation or just, a gimmick?
Okay, so let's break down the tech.
Yeah.
Bissell calls it HydroSteam, and it's basically a combination of three things: heated water, a cleaning solution, and of course the steam itself.
And this gives you 3 modes to work with.
Right. You've got steam wash for greasy things, pure steam, which is more for just refreshing fabrics, and then a standard wash mode.
And that wash mode, the standard one, is actually where the most interesting piece of engineering is.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, get this. For that mode, which is for enzyme-based stains, think pet accidents, Bissell deliberately designed it to avoid heat.
Wait, hold on. To avoid heat in a steam cleaner.
Exactly, because they know heat can actually crystallize things like pet urine and permanently set the stain and the odor into the carpet fibers. It's a huge problem with other heated cleaners.
So the smartest feature of the steam machine is knowing when not to use steam.
Pretty much. It's a really clever solution that, frankly, most people probably overlook.
That is a huge deal if you have pets. Okay, so how did it actually perform in testing?
Pretty well, for what it is. It lifted coffee stains, for example, in just 2 passes. It also did a great job on dried clay and even some dye stains that, scrubbing alone couldn't touch.
And what about the drying time? They make a big deal about that.
Yeah, and that claim holds up. Using the steam modes, surfaces were generally dry in about 25 to 30 minutes, which is really fast.
Okay, so it's good for maintenance, but here comes the reality check.
Here it comes, because, user data and reviews from places like Consumer Reports all sort of say the same thing. It's great, but it's not a miracle worker.
It can't compete with professional equipment.
No, not on those deep, set-in, years-old stains. You should think of this as a maintenance tool for surface refreshing, not for, some kind of deep forensic cleaning on a stain that's been there for 6 months.
And there's some operational issues people run into, right? Some failures.
Yes, and this is important. We saw a lot of reports of the brush heads just popping off during use, which is annoying. But the bigger issue is the steam function itself.
It happens.
It clogs. Mineral buildup from tap water can cause the steamer to just stop working. And Bissell's solution essentially forces you to use their own proprietary pre-mixed cleaning formula.
So it's not just the upfront cost. It's a forced subscription to their cleaning solution to keep the main feature working.
It turns into a real ongoing cost. Yeah, it's a bit of a trap.
Okay, so let's boil this all down. What's the final verdict?
The verdict is, it works. It really does work as advertised, but only for its very specific intended purpose. So we're talking daily pet messes, coffee spills, keeping your car upholstery clean.
And that special wash mode, the one without heat, genuinely does solve that pet urine problem.
It does, which leads us to the value proposition.
So if you're a pet owner and you're cleaning up messes every single week, this $200 investment probably makes sense for you. The fast drying and sanitizing are worth it.
Absolutely. But
if you're, say, living in an apartment and you spill a soda once every 2 months.
Just stick with the basic $90 Little Green, the classic one. There is absolutely no reason for you to pay double for the steam you're barely going to use.
So the product delivers, but the marketing maybe sets the wrong expectations. It's not going to replace a professional deep clean.
Never. And that leaves us with a final question for you, the listener, to think about.
Yeah.
Does adding a steam feature that requires its own special, expensive formula to even keep working?
Yeah.
And offers, a pretty marginal performance gain over the basic model?
Yeah.
Does that really justify paying twice the price? Or are you just paying for complexity?